Robert Bailey, 7455 Northwest Helvetia Road, in the Helvetia community. I put together a packet of information. I'm assisting with community neighbors to assess our area. I interviewed a couple of farmers in the area that have over 100 years of total experience. They talk about the natural water that they're able to use, the crops that they grow, the kinds of soils that are available to them, and they've had continuous successful agriculture. There's some discussion in particular about Helvetia silk loams, where they came from, glacial Lake Missoula, and they're described by these farmers as cream of green. And even though the planners have said that all of this foundation farmland is ubiquitous, I think that we need to dig deeper than ubiquitous and look at what cream of green means. There's a discussion about City of Hillsboro's aspirations and representations. I was the one that actually contacted Genentech because they were purchased by a Swiss pharmaceutical company, and my hope was that they would take pity on Helvetia. They were surprised to receive a copy of Hillsboro's aspiration report with their logo on page 1. That was, they had not reviewed the report, they had not endorsed the report, and they do not become involved in such a way. They immediately called Hillsboro and the county and clarified that. At a CPOA meeting, we were informed that irrigated land would have a value over non-irrigated farmland, and I've been looking into that. Helvetia lands don't require irrigation. The crops that are grown there grow with natural water. With the cost of the Scotland Dam doubling to nearly $1 billion to raise it, I don't see that there is a criteria for water conservation that overarches all of this that we're talking about. Somehow we're going to protect irrigated water for certain farmers, but we're going to penalize farmers that have successful productive crops with rain and upfiltration. I talked to farmers about parcelization. Is this a big impediment to them? In the area that you designated north of 26, it is not an impediment to them. Any new owner comes in, they call the farmer, they beg for the farm to be continued in farming. No problem. It's probably a bigger problem for urban service planning. And when you look at the parcelization map of the Helvetia area, yes, it is highly parcelized. And aggregating those parcels into lots to be developed will be very tricky. It will be hard to coordinate, and you will have higher expense starting and stopping your infrastructure planning. I would also comment, following John Platt's comment on enfranchisement, that Helvetia is outside the UGB. We've never had a vote for a Metro councilor. We feel disenfranchised. That's kind of an original sin from Metro's creation. The last two commissioners elected here didn't have to address the voters with this because it came in after you were reelected. There's no mandate for you from the voter on this, and we ask your continued sensitivity. With respect to the Farm Bureau and their wanting to have their aspirations heard, I would say rural communities would like to be listened to, and we are absent. Your report.
Thank you. I think that is quick. The rural communities. So I've certainly heard a lot from rural folks who are not necessarily farm bureau members, and so they need to be, I think, in the mix.